Good evening, I'm Mark Seal with your CBC Sports World. The countdown is on for the all-important Group 2 Davis Cup tennis final between hosts Barbados and Mexico at the Tennis Center in Wilde. Both teams are going through their final paces for this weekend's encounter, with the winner advancing to Group 1. CBC's Damien Best reports.
The Barbados team has used the windy and humid conditions to their advantage in the two previous ties against El Salvador and Chile. But now their opponents, Mexico, have gone the extra mile to somewhat level the playing field. The Mexicans arrived way ahead of schedule and were on the island since last Tuesday. Their non-playing captain, Leonardo Lavella, believes it was a necessary step.
We consider that conditions are difficult for us, and that's why we're here early. We were thinking of going maybe to some other places in Mexico to do a pretemporada, or how do you call it? I don't know. Pre-season. But we decided, let's just go directly and just be where we can see the wind and we can see the heat and work from there.
A lot will be riding on the form of their experienced pair, Tigre Hank and Santiago Gonzalez.
I know Barbados, I know Darian, and I know Luis. I play against them in Pan American games. They beat me, so I know them. So it's kind of a revenge for me. So hopefully I can play good on Saturday, the doubles, and win this point for Mexico.
It's been a while since I was here. I think they fixed up the courts. They look new. They look nicer. Really happy to be here and be able to compete against your players. I think it's going to be a challenging series, and just waiting for Friday.
Meanwhile, the Barbados camp remains focused for the tough task ahead. The two expected to take the fight to the Mexicans, Darian King and Hayden Lewis.
Coming into this tie, I'm feeling very confident. Apart from individual duties, now I'm back to play for my country. So I mean, I'm ready. Mexico is a very good team. Santiago, Miguel, who else? Tigre and Lucas. I mean, I've played in Mexico a few tournaments and they play well. So I mean, I'm ready for it.
Well, I'm gonna treat it like any other Davis Cup match we played before. I'm playing well, so I'm feeling confident and just ready to go out there and try to execute as best as I can.
Home support is key if Barbados are to advance to Group 1, and Captain Kevin Yard has urged the public to come out in their numbers.
We would like to have the stands full because, we feed off of that energy, and it would be great. It's glad to, this was my dream, taking up with Davis Cup captain in Group 4, just to get into Group 2 so we can play at home. So it'd be nice to get a whole lot of people come out and support this team.
The Mexicans romped to a 5-0 victory without dropping a set on the only previous occasion that these teams met, and that was back in 2012. Let's hope the tables are turned this time around. Damien Best, CBC Sports.
West Indies pacer Kemar Roach is a top 10 world-class bowler. Roach is into virgin territory for him, now holding the number 10 spot in the latest ICC Test rankings. Roach earned 17 rating points for his match figures of 5 for 95 against Bangladesh earlier this week, which saw him move up one place from 11th to 10th. Meanwhile, left-arm spinner Suleiman Ben is in the top 25. Ben had match figures of 7 for 83 in the same match and has jumped 6 places up to 24th. Also new ground for him. In the batting department, Windies opener Craig Brathwaite is into the top 50. Brathwaite's double century catapulted him over 18 other batsmen to land at number 48. Shivnarine Chandapal, who scored 85 not out, remains the highest ranked Windies batsman as he moved from 6th to 5th. All young Barbadian batsmen who desire to play Test cricket should take a leaf from the book of 21-year-old Craig Brathwaite, who, as we just said, scored his first double ton for the West Indies a few days ago against Bangladesh. West Indies youth team coach Roddy Estwick, who was a guest on last night's cricket talk show Mid-Wicket on QFM, says that Brathwaite is a shining example for all to follow, especially where hard work and dedication are concerned.
All he's got to do is focus on now and keep working hard. He wants to continue to make runs and stay focused. People doesn't realize that Craig has done a lot of things that a lot of the other young cricketers should take a leaf out of his book. He's got himself a bowling machine. He built his own indoor kind of facility in his backyard. So when it was raining in Barbados and I was able to go down and I was still able to practice with him, and he kept his game sharp. And more young people must focus on these things. They're making good money, and you must become a professional. You must become disciplined. And if you put in the time and you put in the hard work, you'll reap the benefits. It just doesn't happen overnight.
Deacon's men remained unbeaten after their latest game in the Goddard Enterprises Division 1 Men's Volleyball League competition. Playing at the Wildy Gym, Deacons brushed aside juniors in straight sets to move to 10 points from 2 games, while juniors have just 1 point. Meanwhile, Cormier came from a set down to beat Foundation United for their first win. CBC's Damien Best reports.
This is juniors closest to the screen playing Deacons. Deacons were in a no-nonsense mood. Big time block at the net, and they're pumped up. The heavy-handed stuff kept on coming. Deacons over juniors in the first set, 25-18. Good as gold. In the second, juniors with something to smile about, if only for a moment. A crack in the blocks gives juniors the point. But as I said, this was more a Deacons training clinic. Cross-court kill with pace on it. Deacons blow away juniors in 3 straight, 25-18, 25-14, 25-10. The second men's game, Cormier in blue playing Foundation United. Foundation started the better of the two. Very active on display. Then Jamar Ward bringing the heat off the blocks and point to Foundation. Then a little more clinical. That one was destined for a point. Foundation United take the first set, 25-23. However, in the second, Cormier came out with more intensity. Free ball and set perfect for the kill. Too hot to handle. Cormier returning the favor, winning the second set, 25-23. Both teams battling hard for this point, but the dink leaves Foundation scrambling, and it's point to the boys in blue. Cormier would also win the third set, 25-18. Cedric Proverbs literally giving Stephen Packer a taste of what he had to offer. Not sure if he appreciated that. And Cormier never looked back, winning the fourth set as well, and the game, 23-25, 25-23, 25-18, 25-21. Damien Best, CBC Sports.
On to basketball, Combermere and Waterford Wildcats were among the latest teams in winners' row when the BABA Under-19 competition continued at the YMCA. Reporting on those victories is CBC's Anne-Marie Burke.
Combermere coming off a defeat to the Wildcats meant that victory was theirs over Harrison College, and they put on the pressure from the get-go. The college boys were keeping pace, though. That was a nice pass through the D and off the board to complete the play. College had all hands on deck to ensure the game kept as close as possible, again off the board. But Combermere were not about to take another loss, capitalizing on a breakaway. And then a big 3 came into the mix, and they took the game at 59-40 over the college boys. The night's second game was a big one. Waterford Wildcats and Warren Sports Club. A nice reverse layup, Wildcats on a roll. Warrens fought tooth and nail in this game, also getting the foul on display. But there was no stopping the Wildcats, a big 3 as part of their 62 on the night as they triumphed over Warrens, who ended with 32 points. Anne-Marie Burke, CBC Sports.
The defending men's champion, James Johnson, will be going after a 13th title at this year's Massey United Insurance Barbados Open Amateur Golf Championship. Johnson, who is also the vice president of the Barbados Golf Association, is eagerly looking forward to the event.
I see this as a big opportunity for me to win another national title and not only win the event but represent the sport of golf as best as I can. I kind of wear 2 caps in the sense that I'm a player and also involved in the administrative side of the game. So as competitive and as passionate as I am about playing golf, I am equally as excited about developing the game. So you know, that just adds to the passion I have for this event.
Johnson says the top golfers are in good form coming out of the recently held Caribbean Golf Championships, and he'll have a close eye on the competition.
All of our island's best amateur golfers have been preparing for that over the summer, and I can confidently say that everyone is ready for this event, and equally as excited about trying to win it. I would expect the best or the most competition to come from our national team. So guys like Marcus Clark and Julian Jordan, Donald Leacock, Tom Schofield, and Scott Stallmeyer.
The Barbados Open is set for September 19th to 21st. I'll be back at 8:30 with more sports, but up next, the business report.